progress pictures are not gonna lie to you, because you can put them beside each other. And when you're having a bad day and you're having your skinny fat day and you put the pictures beside each other and you say, oh. Hey there, Coach Devin here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually down a little weight. I've lost some weight. I'm actually down 22 pounds since January 1st. So we're talking about 8 weeks, give or take. I am down 22 pounds. And I'm not doing it because I want people to cheer for me or be super impressed. But it did make me think of something interesting this morning. So I get out of bed, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, ooh, you're just skinny. That doesn't look good. And then I had to check myself and go, dude, calm the hell down. What are you doing? And that's what we're going to talk about right now today, why your mirror is a liar to you. Before we get going, please hit that heart down below. Please subscribe to this channel. The subscription thing is right down there. And comment about what you find challenging when you look in the mirror. What do you look at and how do you feel when you look at it? I'm always curious to hear what happens to other people when they look in the mirror, because I think there's a certain universality of how you feel about things. Also, there's a little bell down there. Click on that bell too. The bell lets you know when I make a new video. I have been a trainer now for 28 years. I've owned a gym for 11 years. And I make these videos because I want to help people get more healthy and fit. I've been doing this, as you can tell, a long time. And there's a lot of bad information out there online right now. Tons of crappy information that has nothing to do with anything. And a lot of lies and fake news when it comes to health and fitness. And I want to get rid of some of that stuff and help you get more fit. So please share this with your friends. Hopefully we can help other people get more fit together. Okay, so you look in the mirror, what do you see? It's not always good, right? And it really does come down to how you feel that morning. So I got up this morning and like I said, I've lost 22 pounds and I think I'm a lot leaner than I was. It's a good thing. Should have gotten leaner. It's pretty big. I go through periods where, I'm like, I want to grow, and then I'm like, no, I want to get smaller. Like, I'm never happy. Once I get bigger, I'm like, yeah, this is tiring. I don't like this anymore. And then I get lean. I'm like, I would like to be bigger again. It messes with your head a little bit. But what I want to do is talk about the mirror in general, and especially when it concerns me this morning. So I get out of bed, I look in the mirror, and I had one of those days that I would say, it's a skinny fat day. So I'm like, oh, I'm skinny and I'm fat at the same time. No joke, that's how I feel. I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I am skinny and fat at the same time. And then it kind of hit me. I'm like, well, hold on, Devin, that's not really true. I mean, this is literally got out of bed. And what was the problem? I had a bad sleep. I had a crappy sleep. I didn't sleep very well. I kept pitching and turning, couldn't get comfortable. So I had a bad sleep, woke up in the morning. You wake up and you're kind of cranky and you're not yourself, and you look in the mirror and everything looks like crap. It just does. So right away I said, okay, don't do that. Stop being silly. So I went to the gym, did my cardio this morning. Once I did cardio, I was like, whoa, okay, and I looked in the mirror again. I'm like, oh, actually you look pretty good. Now I tell you how crazy that is. I went from like in a half an hour period, right? I went to the gym, did my cardio, stretched, and now I think I look better. That's how much your mind subjectively compares how you look in a mirror. I didn't look any different, right? I didn't look any different. I couldn't have, because all I did was cardio. I hadn't done anything. I didn't lift weights and do some push-ups, didn't get all pumped up or jacked up. But your mind can screw with you. Even when I'm at work lately, and I mean, there's mirrors all over my gym, right? I mean, I work in a gym, there's always mirrors. I see myself in the mirror, I'll catch myself in the mirror, I'm helping a client, I'm facing the mirror and they're in front of me or whatever. I gotta tell you, my clothes fit way differently. Now, wearing a hoodie and stuff like that, I'm like, man, I just look skinny. But in reality, I'm much more fit than I used to be. So what is happening with that? It really comes down to your mind tricking you into however you're feeling for the day. If you have a bad day, right? If you have a bad night, you wake up and then you're like, oh, I look like crap, like I did this morning because I didn't sleep real well. That controls, and that can control how you do for the rest of your day. How you look at yourself is very important, and it comes down to the subjective, objective side of things. If you can objectively look at yourself, which is very, very hard, then you can get an idea of if you're changing or not, right? That's why I measure people here. That's why we measure people when they're looking for weight loss, because of the fact that that measurement is objective. It doesn't change. It can't mess around. You can't be like, oh, I had a bad day today, and now my weight, my waist got bigger. Your waist doesn't get bigger. If it got smaller, it got smaller. We had a client come in, and she was like, oh man, I'm not even down weight. I feel pretty crappy. I'm super down on myself. And Logan measured her, and once he measured her, she was down like 5 inches. And she's like, yes, I feel great. This is incredible. But I did notice my clothes were different. And I'm thinking, 5 minutes ago, you thought you looked like crap. Like you were full on, I look like crap. And now you think you look great. In reality, you look the same. And she does look great. She's done a lot of stuff to change. But that's how easy that subjective side of things can be. Your brain can trick you. And your brain spends a lot of time tricking you. That inner voice inside you will screw with you all day. It just will. Because on a good day, you're like, I'm awesome, I feel great. And on a bad day, you're like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I can't do things right. I mean, we all battle it, right? Everybody does. And some people battle it, and it is bad enough that they're depressed from it. And some people, their inner voice is more positive, and they manage to, talk themselves up. But you have to be able to talk yourself off that ledge. You really do. So when I get up in the morning, I'm like, I'm skinny and fat at the same time. That's bad. Okay, that's ridiculous, right? And I have to literally take a step back and say, Dev, that's ridiculous. You're being stupid. Stop doing that. It's not real. It's dumb. Why are you doing that? But I have to actually physically do it, because if I don't, I can easily get caught in a negative headspace, right? And then that negative headspace bleeds into everything else in my life. You have to subjectively figure out, objectively, I should say. You should be able to look at yourself objectively and then figure out where you are. And that's why progress pictures and measurements, for any of you who want to make a change in your body, okay? Anybody, if you want to get more muscular, if you want to lose weight, whatever it is you're trying to do, progress pictures are not going to lie to you, because you can put them beside each other. And when you're having a bad day and you're having your skinny fat day, and you put the pictures beside each other and you say, oh, okay. That does it, right? Because now you see the difference right there in front of you. I had a day a couple weeks ago, and I saw an old picture of myself like a year ago, and I was like, wow, I was way more lean last year. Man, I wish I was there. It sucks. And then, what? I actually took a picture from the next day, the same day, I should say, and I put the two of them together. They're a year apart, and guess what? I look basically exactly the same. But that's how much it can mess with you. That's how much it can mess with you, because you actually look at it and think that's a real thing, and it's not a real thing. So take a step back. If you're feeling down on yourself, measure yourself. Progress pictures. They will tell you what's going on. They will keep you honest. They will keep you upbeat for the most part. And as long as you're the last person to see the change in your body, you always are. So you gotta make decisions that are good, and you've got to look at yourself and say, okay, objectively, in reality, what's actually happening here? Not, I'm looking at this subjectively in a mirror, and now I'm skinny and fat at the same time. Do you battle with that? Honestly, do you battle with that? Because I'd love to know, what do you do to help that? Because listen, my clients have a challenge with that. I talk to them about this quite often, but if you have better ideas than I do, which I think crowdsourcing stuff is always important, write them up down below, write them in the comments. I would love to hear some stuff that I can use and hopefully help more clients. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.